Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your host, Jess with the Most, with My Truth. And guess what? I had to come actually on IG because YouTube ain't loving me right now. So if you are not tuned in, I apologize. We're having technical difficulties at my end with YouTube. So I had to come live on the IG. But nevertheless, I want you all to know that I'm delighted. I'm excited. Hopefully this stuff is working right, because I'm trying my best, to figure out the whole technology part of this whole life. For the very first time I'm doing it, I had everything set up. I promise I had everything laid out, planned out, just trying to get it together as of right now. So I don't want to keep delaying. I'm already like super late, and that's not my thing. I don't like doing that. So for all of you who actually follow my page on IG, I thank you very much for that. I appreciate the love and the support. For those of you who follow my page on YouTube, I will upload this live on YouTube. Of course, y'all know if technical difficulties cease to stop. But nevertheless, hey, I wanted to stop by and actually just made my first introduction to this live setting. This platform have allowed me the opportunity to share with you guys not only about myself, my background, my story, as you know, and for those of you who may not know, I am original from Panama. I pretty much dive into this whole YouTube channel mainly for the sheer purpose of creating a space where we can all interact, we can all interject, and actually have the opportunity to be respectful, to share each other thoughts, concerns, experiences, journeys, support each other, encourage each other in this journey that we call life. It's not an easy setup. To be honest with you, life, I hear a lot of people say it, I actually pick it up. Life is lifing. It's been hitting hard. So without further ado, this is what I want to do. I want to do it a little bit different. Being my first time on live. So I have on this right here, this little cup right here, I put in what is basically some few questions to get to know me, the person behind the page. Again, I'm just your host with the most, and what we're going to do is open up the dialogue. I want to be able to have the opportunity not only to sit here and talk to you briefly, but for y'all to get to know a little bit of me and the background. The vision that I have with this setup is mainly, like I said before, to be able to share, encourage each other. We cannot actually dive through this journey we call life by ourselves. We need community, and that's in every aspect. We come from different backgrounds of life, so we can learn from each other and encourage each other. Before I even proceed, there is one thing that I do want to do. Let me tell you guys how this specific life came into fruition, or came into being as it is right now. I personally want to say thank you. Thank you to every person that supported, every person that actually did this love project, passion project, that now has come to be something that for me has helped me mentally. Mentally in a sense of strengthening me, helping me to navigate some difficult challenges that I was going through and I was experiencing. But at the same time, I actually was able to find an outlet to be able not only to share with others, but to put myself out there so others can see and understand that they're not alone in whatever walk of life you're in. So with that being said, be the change you want to see in the world. This is from Gandhi. I pretty much believe in this, and the reason I say it is because a simple act of kindness can make a difference for anybody. You never know what state of mind somebody might be, and just you being kind can make a difference for them. So guess what? I want you to try your best to follow this opening quote. Be the change you want to see in the world. It don't take a lot. Smile. It don't take a lot. Hey, so with that being said, let's roll. All right, so I put in some few questions here. Hey, listen, yeah, it's a little bit flappy. It's been a little bit rough for me to start, but we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going. So I put in 4 questions in here. We're just going to dig in that hand real quick. Dig in that hand. You see it? You see it in there, right? Okay. We're going to dig in that hand and let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Why you gotta be this big old paper, man? Ah! So, you may be able to see it. You may not be able to see it too clearly. So let me read it out. So the first question that we're going to start out this moment, this life. You get to know a little bit of me, and therefore we share together. Health. So we're going to break it down. Mental health, physical health, emotional health, spiritual health. Let's run through this quick. So for me, personally, when it comes to health, mental health was the biggest thing for me. I've had a share of experiences that has not been the most pleasant. Some of them have been difficult. Some of them have been challenging. And some of them I've navigated pretty much on my own. Physically. Spiritually, I have held on to my faith. I have said this before on my YouTube page, and I will say for those who do not know, I am a born believer. I believe God sent his son who came, died on that cross, was crucified, he was buried, and he got up. That's my faith of confession. Therefore, everything that comes from that foundation is me learning how to be a better person each day, not only for myself, but for the people around me. So that's my foundation. Once I have that first foundation laid out, the journey of this life makes it a little bit easier to navigate. It makes it a little bit easier to deal with. It makes it a little bit easier to, figure out things because I'm not leaning to my own understanding. Number one. Number two, nobody who sits there and say that a Christian does not struggle with mental health. That's another episode that we had on my YouTube page. Mental health and faith. Why we battle with it, why we feel like as believers we cannot seek help, there's a reason why God actually put certain individuals with a capacity to be able to study the mind and understand the mind and how the mind operates to be able to help us when we cannot figure it out on our own. So I don't see where the battle is. For me personally, I went to therapy. I go to therapy. I believe therapy is a beautiful thing. It helps you actually to have dialogue with someone else outside of your own mindset. Someone that can help you not only figure out things that you yourself are locked in and you have not figured it out, but can help you navigate through that. So, with that being said, hey, pause for a second. Hold me up. I told you all I was struggling today. I had to go grab me a quick sip because y'all are making me nervous. So I do want to actually make a pin on that. I am not a formal person. Needless to say, you're not going to get formality out of me. Okay, so having therapy helped me figure out a lot of things. It helped me figure out a lot of things that within myself I was not aware of. I clenched it out, put a lock on it, and threw the key. And through life experiences, those things unravel me and cause me to go through some dark times. But I'm grateful for a great support system, friends, family. I am grateful for me not leaning to my own understanding and actually seeking and asking for help. I will say that much to you. If you cannot figure it out on your own, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. So mental health was the number one thing that I needed to figure and get straight. Because once I got my mental health straight, all the manifestations that my body was reacting to, toned down, eliminated. So mental health was important for me. it was very much important for me. And if I'm going to be completely transparent and being honest with you guys, I want to do that. That's always been a platform. I believe that it helps keep an open dialogue. So, in all honesty, different episodes of my life, different seasons of my life, that would be the better term, I found myself struggling with mental health to the point of suicide. Early 20s, late 30s. So when I say having a support system, having a safe place where you can actually speak to someone about what's going on, how you're feeling, the things that you're struggling with. If you don't want to talk to family, then go ahead and see professional. Professional help is out there. Resources are out there. Don't hesitate. Don't be ashamed. That taboo that we don't do this because we're black, that we're Christians. Whoever's saying that, I respect your opinion, but I have mine. And that's because you have to walk a mile in my shoes to understand. Not everybody is cut out the same way. Not everybody is strong mentally. Not everybody can handle life the same way you will handle it without any assistance. That's not everybody's story. So for me personally, I went ahead and stepped outside of my norm. I went outside and stepped out of that which is common to be established as a stereotype. And I seek help. So in the transition of that, it helped me put things into perspective. It helped me be clear as to where I want my life to be and how I would like my life to look. How I would like to be remembered. It's one of those funny things, I went to a funeral a few years back, and if nothing else, I walked out of that funeral with this one thing that preacher said. How do you want to be remembered? That is simple. That's how I live my life. Treat others the way you would like to be treated. I think it's essential. I think it's important. And in doing so, be the change you want to see in the world. Physically, I am still working on my physical health. It has been a journey. I am a cancer survivor of 8 years now. 2 years ago, I had a stroke. Life itself is stressful, but you have to manage it the best way you can. Think about how much you have ahead of you to live. The things that you have not done, experience, enjoy. Let that be your motivation. That's what I do. So therefore, I'm really locked in. I'm really locked in living a simple, stress-free life. I control the things that I can control, and what I cannot control, I let it go. Simple as that. And when it comes to emotionally healthy, it's, man, I never understood that word until a couple of years ago. Emotionally healthy is important. Hurt people hurt other people. We always have heard that saying around, and lately more than before. But it's true. If you don't know what's causing the pain, you haven't figured it out, your need of wanting to be accepted it comes down with so much trigger. And believe it or not, childhood trauma is the root of the things that now as adults we walk around with. I am not a therapist. I am not a counselor yet. I am not a psychologist. So I'm giving you the disclaimer so you don't feel that I am trying to misinform you. This is all based on my personal experience. So there's a lot of things that you uncover by going to therapy, for me, that help me understand where was my need of being validated, accepted, seen and heard. So once I figured that part out, my life has been so much better. It has been so much way better. I cannot emphasize enough what the discovery process have been, from accepting the fact that, you know, the words that you hear as a child can affect you, whether it be from a parent or a loved one or sibling. As you get older, if those things are not dealt with, it just keeps stacking up. So when you go into friendships, you go into relationships, whether it be personal or professional, you just don't know how to respond to another individual energy. So you have to understand those things. You got to figure them out, and all the work starts from within. This year has been a journey of self-discovery. I have come a mighty long way. A mighty long way from learning how to grow up, as painful as it is, accepting people and meeting them where they are, letting go of what's not healthy, beneficial, good for me, and loving me above all things. Loving me. Loving me for who I am, loving me with my flaws, with my shortcomings, with my gifts, loving me with all my being, because I am deserving of that, because I am worth every single work I put into it. Because at the end of the day, I want to be a better person for me. Because if I can be a better person for me, those around me will reap the benefit of that version. So that's really where I'm at right now. So when it comes to my physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health, it's a day-to-day work. It doesn't come easy. Nothing in life comes easy. Anybody who said that is lying. But nothing in life comes easy. It's a day-to-day work. And I am willing to put in the work, because I don't want something that is going to be just sustainable for today. I want something that is going to be sustainable for the next 10, 15, 20 years down the line, 30 years down the line. You know why? Because I still got so much more to give. And the people that I meet along this journey called life deserve to meet and encounter the best version of myself. So it's not about being in competition with nobody else. I hear that and I see that quote a lot on social media. It's not about that. It's about yourself. Focus on you. Improve you. Work on you. Be the best version of you. So the people that is around you can love on you genuinely. Not for what you can do for them. Not for what you can be to them. But genuinely love you for who you are. And accept you. And the people who cannot do that, bye. It's cool. Let go. Learn to let go. Learn to let go. Your life will be so much easier. It will be so much peaceful. It will be so much happier. So, hey, listen. I intentionally did this live to be short. The reason, again, tapping my feet into this big old pool. I've never done one. Conversations, obviously, and things are not going to work out. And this is what I will say with this. Things don't always work out the way you plan for it to be. And there's a purpose in that. I know it sounds chalant, oh man, you say this all the time. But things don't work out the way you think it should be, because there's a reason behind the scenes of what you can, in all honesty, know. So don't get worked up with all those things. Just know that it's going to work out eventually. Things are going to be set in place, and it's going to be for your good. All things work together for those who love the Lord, that have been called accordingly to his plan and to his purpose. So don't let nobody ever tell you that you're not fit. They don't know. You know. So as long as you're clear with that, keep it moving, keep it trucking. Let me close out with two things. Happiness is having what you want, but rather in wanting what you have. Let me say that again. Happiness isn't in having what you want, but rather in wanting what you have. Be content with what you have. Be happy and appreciative, grateful for what you have, and you will see life in such a different manner. And if you remember, the quote that I opened up with was, be the change you want to see in the world. Well, let me tell you from a Christian believing perspective, my opinion, if you want a Bible verse to be linked to it, James 4:17. So it's hard for people not to get it, but let's try and see if we can break it down. Once again, I am not a theologian. I'm not a preacher. But I'm a person that applies a little bit of logic and knows to understand and comprehend and interpret a little bit. So here's what it says. So whoever knows the right thing to do and fails to do it, for him it is sin. So a lot of people will just click that verse to one thing. Sinful life. But here's the truth. The simple fact that you know better and you choose not to do better don't only falls on the sin that you can see. Check your heart. Check yourself. There's a lot of craziness around us. And if you know better, then let your actions reflect that. You cannot go around this world clinging to what is convenient only for you. But if you're going to represent the right thing and be that change by your actions reflecting it. Be kind, show compassion. This is not about you anymore. And that is the truth. If you take yourself out of the equation and you realize how you can impact this world, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Be the change you want to see in the world. That's all I got for tonight. This is going to be something that on my heart I will be sharing once a month. Share your thoughts, share your comments, feel free, be respectful, and most importantly, let me just do what I would like to incorporate on these lives that I'll be doing once a month. Hey, what's up, Miss Jill? What's up? What's up? Hey, girl, how's it going? You good? We good. I want to give a big shout out, and this is something that I'll be doing all my lives. I'm taking five, and I'm this 5 that I'm mentioning right now. I'm telling you, I'm gonna give you a little something real quick. Listen, I want to give a big shout out to my people, Copic Production. Y'all know that if you go on my YouTube page, man, listen, 80% of the videos you see on that page is from Copic Production. That magic, Copic Production. So y'all check them out on IG. Reach out to them if you have anything that has to do with visual, audio. That's the people to hit up. My personal recommendation. I also have Jag Creation Inc. Listen here, man. I love me some Jag Creation Inc. Check them up on IG. They pretty much provide clothing, jewelry, apparel, whatever it is you need. Whatever it is you need, they got you. So hit them up. And I got, for those of you like me who are business owners and you're needing some type of assistance with your taxes, hit up Pana International Tax Services. Hit them up on IG too. Listen, these people are integrity, quick and fast, and they're going to give it to you like it is. If you want things done the right way, hit up Pana International Tax Services. And for My people who know, every once in a while I like my social gatherings. If you are one of my folks that like social gatherings, hit up HTX Boozy Cocktail. This is something that I'm going to keep it PG-13. Hit them up. They got the good stuff and they got the healthy stuff. HTX Boozy Cocktails. For those of you, is HTX Boozy Cocktails. Hit them up on IG. It's all one word. And everybody knows this was one of my favorite episodes, man. I ain't even gonna lie. It's on my YouTube page. Love to eat. Love to hit up this restaurant every chance I get. Sugar Grill Cafe. They're located up in Cleveland, Texas. Hey, hit up my folks. Every one of these 5 businesses that I just mentioned to you, they are black owned. Number 1. Number 2, they're Panamanian. I have to step out with the right foot. So hey, hit them up, look them up on IG. Once again, thank you so much for entrusting me with the opportunity to come on this live. The very first one I've done, it was some technical hiccups on the YouTube channel, but I'm going to figure this for the next time. And for those who have subscribed to the YouTube channel, thank you so much. Listen, I didn't even think this was possible, but I am grateful for where I'm at. My 50 subscribers, 51, stand corrected. Thank you so much for believing, for supporting. Thank you so much for sharing, for liking, and subscribing. For those of you on my Instagram page, go check out the link on my bio for YouTube, My Truth. You're going to see all the videos that we have done in the past year. My hope, my dream, my vision for this coming year is nothing but the best. So stay tuned and see you next time.